Once upon a time, in the heart of a vast jungle, there lived an old lion named Scarface. He wasn't like other lions. He was calm, kind, and wise. His name came from the deep scar that ran across his face, a mark of his past struggles. Even though he was once the mighty king of the jungle, he now spent his days peacefully under a giant banyan tree, helping young animals who came to him for advice. All the creatures of the forest respected him deeply. They admired how he always seemed happy, no matter what happened around him. One day, a young deer came to him and asked, "Oh, wise Scarface, why are you always happy? Even when the rains are late or food is scarce, you never seem sad. Don't you ever feel bad when things go wrong?" The old lion smiled gently and replied, "My little friend, life in the jungle has always been full of ups and downs. Some days bring sunshine, and some bring storms. But I learned something important. True happiness comes from within, not from what happens around us." The deer tilted his head, confused. "What do you mean? How can you be happy when something bad happens?" Scarface looked into the forest, his eyes distant as he began to share his past. "When I was younger, I had a family, a strong lioness, and 3 playful cubs. We were not the richest in the jungle, but we were joyful. One season, my mate fell terribly ill. We searched the entire jungle for healing herbs, but it was too late. She passed away. It was the saddest time of my life." The jungle around them grew silent, as even the wind seemed to pause. I roared in sorrow for days. I thought I would never smile again. But then, I saw my cubs. They needed me. And slowly I realized something. If I allowed sadness to rule me forever, I would lose the happiness they brought me. The deer listened quietly as Scarface continued. "I began to see life differently. I understood that sorrow is part of life, but it should not take away our joy completely. There will always be good and bad days. But I made a choice. I would not let the bad moments steal my happiness." The deer asked softly, "But how do you do that every day?" Scarface smiled warmly. "Every morning, I wake up and tell myself, today is a new day. I will find something to be thankful for. Some days, it's the warmth of the sun. Other days, it's the sound of the river or a bird's song. There's always something." The deer was thoughtful. "But what if something really bad happens? How can anyone be happy then?" Scarface replied, "It's not easy. But I remind myself everything passes. Storms come, but they also go. Wounds hurt, but they heal. Even on the darkest day, if you search, you'll find one small light. Happiness is a choice. You can focus on what's wrong, or you can search for what's right. It's not always easy, but it is possible." The deer bowed his head with respect. "Thank you, Scarface. I will try to see life the way you do."
From that day on, the young deer tried to find something good in every situation, just like the wise lion. Even when troubles came, he remembered Scarface's words and found peace in small things. Slowly, more animals in the forest began to hear about the lion's wisdom. They too began to understand that happiness isn't about what you have or what happens to you. It's about how you see the world. And so, the jungle became a more peaceful place, filled with animals who smiled not because life was perfect, but because they had learned the secret of happiness from Scarface, the lion who once roared in sorrow but chose to live in joy.